How you doing? Welcome back. Another video, another day. And I actually think I'm going to be making a few more videos this week alone to release because I've been a little bit behind. And for those of you who are new here, my name's Chris. I'm a content creator and primarily photographer, getting into this more video and YouTube and creator central world. But all things considered, I'm doing a few videos that I'm recording today. I'll release them a little bit later this week, but I'll release at least one today because I have a few new things that I wanted to talk about. Because on my video from last week, you all saw that I recently picked up a Sony ZV-E1, which I'm currently doing its first actual, talking head video today. So let me know what you think of this video quality, because I haven't gotten into the full color grading yet, but it is something that I'm going to be exploring. So bear with me here. But as compared to just talking about, that camera itself, I actually picked up a few new lenses. And the first one I wanted to talk about today is actually for, it works for both my ZV-E1 as well as my A7CII, but it really is going to be like my daily driver for my A7CII. So I was very, very excited about this. This literally released over the weekend. I did not get this as an early access. As soon as I saw it, I knew I had to have it because, as you can see on previous reviews that I've done on the channel, I'm a huge fan of TTArtisan lenses. I know they are budget options, but at the same time, doing this completely on my own dime, I'm not somebody who can just go out and buy a bunch of G Master lenses. And while I am using my 24-50 right now, which is not a G Master, it's just a G, it is one of those things where I have to be budget conscious. And so therefore I wanted to talk about a brand new lens that just dropped for the Sony E and FE mount, or I guess they're technically both E's, but it's a full frame lens, which I was beyond stoked on. And that lens, to get right into it, is the new TTArtisan 40mm f2. And I was beyond hype on this lens because of the fact that I have been eyeing the Sony G 40mm 2.5 for the longest time. And while I know that this is not of that quality, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty impressed so far. And I'm gonna have to add some more photos, and I gotta really take this thing out just because of the fact that I was playing around with it when I got it, came in last night. Full metal build quality, lens hood's even metal, while the attachment is plastic, but all things considered. And I did stick a Pro Mist filter on it. This lens, TTArtisan, when I first started out on this content creation journey, I've found that their quality has just done nothing but improved. And I saw, I think it was Tom Carlton who put a video out saying that TTArtisan is going to be the new Sigma. And while I don't know if I agree there, I think that they're just continually getting better and better. And 40mm is one of my favorite focal lengths. As I discussed in a previous video, I did pick up the Rokinon 35 2.8, and that is more compact. But the biggest thing about this lens is, it does have a fully clickable aperture ring. And if I can get this close to my mic, you can actually, it's pretty firm. So you're not gonna have to do too much worrying about knocking it out of place. And the wide open at f2, it's pretty fantastic. I haven't really used this for video yet at all. Like I said, I barely used it for photo, but just wanted to give my initial thoughts here because I've continually bought a multitude of TTArtisan lenses for both Fuji and now, bridging into the Sony space, because I feel like a lot of their lenses are primarily for crop sensor cameras. But this, just build quality overall, like I said, pretty impressive so far. I am going to attach some pictures here. Granted, I'm going to release this video a little bit later, so these are going to be from later in the day once I've had the opportunity to play around with it a little bit more. But yeah, like first thoughts, I know there's a little bit of vignetting right out of the gate. Like I know it's not going to be perfect. It's not weather sealed and it doesn't have any custom mode dial buttons, but all things considered, beautiful lens. So as you've seen some B-roll throughout this, let me know your thoughts. If you have any questions, very short video here just because I haven't had the opportunity to break it down just yet, but I'm hype on this one. So there you go.